Prime Minister Theresa May has seen off a bid to remove her government from power, winning a no-confidence vote 325 to 306, pretty slim. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn argued that Mrs. May's zombie administration had lost the right to govern, and then, of course, they head off to give the live speech after this close call. May calls on MPs from all parties to put self-interest aside. In her closing remarks, she said, quote, "In a historic vote in 2016, the country decided to leave the EU. In 2017, 80% of people voted for parties that stood on manifestos promising to respect that result. Now, over 2.5 years later, it's time for us to come together, put the national interest first, and deliver on the referendum," end quote. She concluded before immediately turning around and walking back into number 10. James, this is, as we again need to note, a developing story. What do you see on your side?
Yes, it is a developing story, so it'll probably have moved on by the time we actually publish this video, but at least for the time being, we're still stuck in the Brexit limbo hell that essentially has existed since the time of the vote. And does anyone even remember what was actually voted anymore? Does anyone actually remember what the actual vote question was? It wasn't that complicated. It didn't seem at the time, I'm sure, to a lot of the people voting that it would be these 2 years of non-stop political wranglings threatening to bring down the government and everything. Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? A question to which there were only two choices: remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union. That was the choice, and 52 to 48, the British public made their voice heard. Let's leave the European Union. Oh, no, 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 no. You think it's that simple? No. Let this be yet another reminder to anyone in the European Union bureaucratic hell, and let this be a good warning to anyone not lucky enough to not be in that situation. This is not how these bureaucratic globalist monstrosities work. You do not get a say in this. You might get the illusion of having a say in any of what's going on, but you don't at the end of the day. Because even if, by the incredibly unlikely event that the public actually does get to say no, or let's leave, or, thumbs down to you guys, they will do anything, pull any trick in the book to make sure that you keep voting until you vote the right way. Exactly as they did with the EU Constitution voted down by France and the Netherlands before they reformulated it into the Lisbon Treaty. Lisbon Treaty voted down by Ireland until they made Ireland vote again until they voted the right way. And now we have this Brexit that isn't a Brexit and it's not going to happen. Or at least it looks like it's not going to happen in any form that's going to be palatable to anyone. And so, it's very likely that there might be another go-round. Hey guys, are you sure we still want to go ahead with this? Who knows? We'll see what happens between now and March 29th, but a lot of things could happen. This is a controlled demolition of Brexit, as it were. Hey guys, yeah, you can vote all you want, but if it isn't the right answer, according to the EU bureaucrats, you're not going to get what you want anyway. So we'll have to see what form this takes, if there is a plan B, if there's another referendum. But let this just be a reminder. This is exactly why, I assume, a lot of the people who voted to leave the EU because of this kind of nonsense, and the fact that you are essentially now wedded at the hip, and trying to extract it is like trying to cut free Siamese twins. It's a very difficult process because of all the bureaucratic fingers that have their tentacles into every aspect of British life. So good luck to my British brethren, my literal British family, and all the people out there that are putting up with this. Keep up the struggle. It's gonna be probably a lot worse before it gets better.